everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shaughnessy, and on this channel we discuss fragrance, beauty, and wellness. And if you simply like to have a good time and you like my vibe, subscribe. So you all, I have been wanting to do this video for a long time, and that is compare the Dior Poison line fragrances. Poison Girl. So I finally have all of the fragrances in this collection. It took a minute to get Poison Girl Unexpected. I just kept missing it on Fragrance Net and then Fragrance X, but I finally have them all and I'm ready to compare and talk about them with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the notes in each fragrance, and then we'll delve into what I think and how long they last. So we're going to start with the original, and that is Poison Girl EDP. This fragrance was released in 2016, and it is described as an amber vanilla fragrance. The top notes are bitter orange and lemon. The middle notes are damask rose, grass rose, and orange blossom, and the base notes are vanilla, almond, tonka bean, balsam, sandalwood, heliotrope, and cashmere. Quite a few notes in that. And this is Poison Girl EDT, and this was released in 2017, and it is also described as an amber vanilla fragrance. The top notes are frosted orange, bitter orange, and lemon. Middle notes, neroli, orange blossom, grasse rose, and damask rose, and the base notes are vanilla, caramel, tonka bean, heliotrope, and cashmere. So very similar notes with a few minor adjustments. And this is Poison Girl Unexpected, and this was released in 2018, and it is also described as an amber vanilla fragrance. The top notes are ginger, blood orange, lemon. Middle note, damask rose, and base notes are vanilla, tonka bean, hazelnut, and cashmere. So this one has the least amount of notes, and I think it has the most different notes. So let's talk about the EDP first. And you see, this is kind of the darkest of the two. And I have to just point out, I do not like that these are practically identical. I don't know if you can see how identical they are on camera, but when I'm using these, I have to be like reading this one. Does it say toilette on the bottle? Because they are so similar. Now the EDP, I've said in previous videos where I've talked about this, I always get a root beer float, but for some reason now I'm getting that orange, that citrus note to come out more when I wear it. So I get the root beer float, but this time with orange, vanilla. Just think of that vibe with the root beer float. And I know I don't think one is made like this, but think of just some candied orange slices, but not too sweet on top of that. That's kind of what I get when I wear this fragrance. Now this lasts 6 to 8 hours. It has soft projection, soft sillage, and I would describe this as a smooth fragrance, a little syrupiness, and it has some weight to it, some depth. Yeah, this is what I would call the deepest out of the line. So those are my thoughts on the EDP. So let's talk about the EDT. This is lighter, fresher, zestier. It is sweeter than the original. It's not as smooth to me as the original, even though they do smell very similar to me. Now this lasts 4 to 6 hours, but you need to spray heavily. With the EDP for me, I don't overspray this one because this can sometimes for me get a little thick feeling. And that's where that depth and that weight comes in. I get that amber vanilla fragrance, I think this one would lean heavier on feeling like that amber tone to it than the other flankers. So this I spray regularly. It just doesn't project much at all and give much sillage, but I don't have to spray as heavily. With this one, I feel like I need to spray heavily, and I still get only 4 to 6 hours, which is average, you know, for a fragrance. So the next one is Poison Girl Unexpected. This is my newest one. Now this, on initial spray, you strongly smell the ginger. And then the citrus comes through. And it made me think of like a cinnamon ginger cookie with a light fluffy frosting with orange and lemon zest sprinkled over top. And sometimes with this, not all the time, it's like I get iced tea. So think of what I just described with sometimes getting like a side of iced tea to come through this fragrance. And this one is extremely light, and it has no real lasting power at all for me. I would get 2 to 4 hours from this fragrance. That is it, and that's spraying heavily. So I really do like all of them from this line. And I have to say, at first I was gonna be like, this one I was in love with, but then I couldn't smell it, you know, for too long. So the love kind of died down a little on it. But I do really love them all. Do you need them all? In my opinion, no, you don't. But there is a caveat to that. If you're into fragrances, if you know your fragrances, that's your thing, then you can pick out the different nuances in a perfume. And there are differences in each of these, from the original to each flanker. Subtle though there are differences. So you would just have to decide, is it worth it to you, or which formulation you like best. So I'm going to rank these now. Number 3, which was a surprise to me after I first smelled it and wore it a little bit, is Poison Girl Unexpected, because of the lasting power. I really like the way it smells, but like I said, it just doesn't last. I even smelled it from the bottle. Let me spray on my little bootleg strips. Yeah, it smells really good. And this one smells the most different from all of them. This is the one, yeah, this smells the most different because of that ginger. Yeah, I think it's because of that ginger, because of that hazelnut that can come out, but especially the ginger of this one. So it's number 3, even though I love it because of the lasting power. And you know, if you watch me, lasting power is not like, it's not do or die for me if I love a fragrance. But I'm the type, I usually always at least get 4 to 6 hours the way I spray. And this just shocked me, because sometimes I would be getting 2 hours, and this would be one you would have to carry with you or put some in one of those little travel sprays, because it would not last a full work day. You know, that's what I really want. At least last me 8 hours. But this, not yet. I've worn it, I think, 2 times. So maybe I didn't spray enough. I thought I sprayed enough, but this is one I found it in stock finally, and I only got the 1.7. So and it's hard to find now. I don't know if this is discontinued or what. So I might not have sprayed as heavily as I should have, but I did spray heavily enough. You know what I'm saying? Because some people don't be spraying, but I know it was double digits that I sprayed. But I do like it, but it is number 3. Number 2, which also surprised me, is the EDT, because I thought this is the one for sure was going to be number one. And really, these two are so similar. You know, it's very minute differences between, to my nose and how it wears for my skin. But this one, I put it at number two because I have to spray so much. Now, this is one you could wear year round. This Poison Girl Unexpected, this leans more to me fall or transitioning. That's what I get from this fragrance. And the Poison Girl EDP, I get fall, winter, because for me, I wore it during the summer. I think at the beginning, because some people consider that one year round, and it was too much for me in the heat. It was just, it felt kind of thick on me, and I don't like that feeling. But EDT, Poison Girl EDT, is year round for me, but it's number two because I have to spray so much of it. And coming in at number one is Poison Girl. This is, the EDT version is the one that most reviewers say, it is the safe version of this line to try out to see if you like it. So that was the first one I purchased and loved it so much that I wanted the original. And to me, like I said, this is the smoother, deeper version of it. I really think this is the best formulation because I don't have to spray as much. Am I happy I have them all? Yes, because that was driving me crazy that I wasn't getting Poison Girl Unexpected. And would I repurchase them all? Right now, as I'm looking at them, I know I would repurchase Poison Girl EDP and EDT. I'm gonna have to work some more with Poison Girl Unexpected, and if that lasting power is still only 2 to 4 hours, I'm not about paying, you know, $60 to $100. If you get it discounted, I think 60, 70, and they go up if they keep selling out on those sites, you know, the discounted websites. I'm not about paying that much money for 2 to 4 hours of fragrance. That's what I can get with a fragrance mist, and some fragrance mists last longer than that. So if I can figure out a way to get it to last, yes, I would repurchase Poison Girl Unexpected also. But if I cannot figure out a way for it to last past that 4 hours, then it would be one and done for me. Okay, you all, so that is my review of the Poison Girl line. It was a long time coming. Like I said, this has been on my list to do forever, but I wanted to have the entire line. So if you enjoyed this quick little review video, please give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below telling me, do you have all of the fragrances in this line, or what's your favorite from this line, or do you not like it at all? Let's just have a conversation. Please share this video with everyone who loves to look, feel, and smell fabulous. And please do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you will never, ever, ever miss any of my videos. And as I always say, if you like my vibe, subscribe. Until next time, bye.